and you know that it's right after I finish Hellboy 3, which will be very late tonight. I'm starting on the spin-off series of, I was going to ask these guys, but I may as well ask them right in front of the witnesses here. You guys in or what? Oh, man, yeah. It'll be the three of us. It'll be the last three, it's called.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Joy from Tennessee, and my question is for all of you. And by the way, Tommy, I love your accent. On a motorcycle show, did y'all have many accidents riding?
Some of us more than others.
I went over the handlebars.
Oh.
And my first question was, did you get a shot? As they took me away in the ambulance. Yeah, ouch. Season 2?
Yeah, season 2.
When everyone rode like shit, yeah. Shaky riders. And of course, the trailer park boy.
I slid. The bike went out from under me. I hit the throttle too hard. The bike fishtailed out from under me, and I said, "This bike ain't going anywhere without me." So I took the whole 30-foot ride across the gravel, and that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was cleaning out the gravel from my 7 layers of epidermis.
Thank you.
Gonna go right here.
Hi guys, my name's Stephanie. I'm from Atlanta. One of my favorite parts about the show was the character development and watching you guys all evolve and do kind of crazy things over the show. Was there any scene that the three of you can think of where, as an actor, you guys were really excited that your character got to do something? Like reading it on the page, you guys were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I get to play this. This is gonna be awesome."
That was like a weekly occurrence, wasn't it? Pretty much. Well, for you guys anyway. For the early years.
Althea! That was good. Althea.
Althea?
What is that?
Is that on our show?
Oh.
Sharon.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Annabeth Gish, yeah.
I remember talking to you, like, because, you know, we were all shooting other stuff that day. We were like, "Hey, Tommy, how'd it go?" And he was like, "Pretty good." Sound.
The night we shot the scenes on the cop car, for some reason, this is a true story, all the FX heads, well, 2 of them showed up with their mothers and their wives.
Yeah.
I'm like, thanks for coming. Just who I wanted to see. This my arse is blowing in the wind.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Big fan of the show, starting off. My name's Josh, I'm from Macon, Georgia. By the way, Tommy, you're a badass in Braveheart. My question's really for Ron more. I know you've working on some projects down in Cuba since relations have softened. What's the film industry like in Cuba? What's it like working with those crews down there?
The movie I did was a Cuban film with an entire Cuban crew, Cuban financing, co-financing between Cuba and Spain, and a little bit of my company, it's like what you find out whenever you work in other countries is that they make movies the same way everywhere. You know, the only thing that changes is the amount of resources that they have. Sometimes a movie is $100 million, sometimes a movie is $4.30. The Cuban film was more like the latter. It was, so what they don't have in resources, they replace in heart and enthusiasm and passion and love for the game. And they had that down there in spades. I was working with a filmmaker who is renowned all over the world, except in the United States, because of the embargo. And my sense was that since I feel like we're at the precipice of having this embargo ultimately lifted, and we're just at that point, at fulcrum point, where history is going to change, I just wanted to be on. I saw this opportunity to go down there and be the first American actor that worked on a Cuban production. There's a lot of American productions that are going to Cuba and using Cuba for locations and for cheap labor, which is what American producers usually do. But this was a Cuban production, indigenous, with nothing but players who've been completely anonymous in the North American marketplace, and we're about to hopefully change all that.
Thanks a lot.
Great question.